Welcome to... On tonight's Clubhouse Live, Aaron Showtime Jones stops by for one final visit this season. It was another rough California trip for the Packers. What happened? We'll ask. We'll also get Aaron's thoughts on a big 2019 and what could be an even bigger 2020. Plus, we've got another six-pack of questions for our Clubhouse Live challenge. It's time to get started, so let's open the door.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Clubhouse Sports Pub and Grill. We're inside the Red Line Hotel, Paper Valley, downtown Appleton, Wisconsin. I am Brett Christopherson with USA Today Network Wisconsin. I'm afraid to ask, but I'm going to do it anyway. How's everybody doing tonight? All right. Keeping it in perspective, that's a good thing. So we got a good crowd, great energy, and we're going to have a whole lot of fun as we bid farewell, unfortunately, to Showtime. But first things first, as we always like to do, let's give it up to our door openers. A big round of applause for these kids. How about Bryn, Emma, and Jacob tonight? There they are. Whoa, look at that little dance move there, too. Never seen that before. Kind of looks like me out there on the dance floor, Ricardo.
Whoa.
Yes, and so thanks to the good-looking kids and now to the worst-looking part of the
No
show,
way,
the
my
worst-looking
friend.
guy I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
It is Chicago Bears
You
fan
love me.
Ricardo Arguello, everybody.
Yes.
People
Yes.
cheering for you? What is that all about?
Yeah, I love it. I love people cheering for me. That's nice. Either way.
What's
How
going
are you,
on?
Brett? I'm fine.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Are you? Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm
I don't know
great.
about that, Brett.
Hey, I'm always in a good mood.
Hey, I got a shoulder for you to cry on right here.
I don't
my
need to
friend.
cry.
I
I've
don't
got
know
a
about
shoulder for you to cry on because you were telling me your Bears are going to go to the NFC title game.
I
this year.
did. I did, and it didn't happen. They kind of,
No, it didn't happen.
They went from 12-4 to a little regression, and boy, this Packers team looks a lot like that Bears team last year.
No. A little different.
A lot of takeaways.
A little bit different.
A lot of close wins. Boy, that looks like a carbon copy.
No, I think the Packers have a quarterback unlike the Bears, and I think the
Aging.
Packers have a running back
Aging.
unlike the Bears.
They do
right?
have a great running back.
Yes.
I will give you that. A very aging quarterback.
I have a feeling that next season we'll all be going to Tampa, Florida for the Super Bowl. How does that
Whoa.
sound? Yeah. I think so. This is a building process. Hey, normally your Bears Minute, but we don't do that. We do Bears jokes now for your Bears
Oh, yeah.
Minute. Hey, what did the Bears fan say after his team won the Super Bowl? Ricardo, do you know?
No, I don't know. What happened?
Why did you wake me up? I was having an amazing dream.
Boy, these are. Hey, listen.
Keep dreaming.
Your dad jokes are horrendous. You
Yes,
really need to work
it's
on
been since
those.
1985 since you won.
By
a
the
Super
way,
Bowl.
it's come as a declaration. Mean Gene does not want me predicting games
No,
anymore.
I thought he was going to beat you up.
I know. I was getting very scared.
He was very upset. I've never
He
seen
was.
a mad Mean Gene. He was mad, but we'll worry about that next time when there's predictions. But first things first, 49ers 37, Packers 20. It was a rough end to an otherwise magical season for the green and gold as the Packers were turned back in the NFC Championship game. Green Bay fell behind 27-zip at the half and falling for the third straight time in the NFC title contest. On a bright note, how about Aaron Jones? 2 more touchdowns. That gives him a team record 23 scores on the season. How about that? That's a lot of touchdowns.
That's a whole career for
That
a lot
is
of guys.
a lot of touchdowns.
That's a
for one
career.
season. As I said, that includes the regular season and the playoffs. Our co-host rushed for 56 yards and 12 carries, finished with 83 offensive yards on 17 touches. Another interesting offseason awaits a Packers team that figures to be among, Ricardo, the top teams again in the NFC. Unfortunately, Mad Vince, more like Sad Vince, I think. Vince kind of doesn't like it when he doesn't like that either. But he doesn't like it when the football season comes to a close. But we'll turn those frowns upside down, as I like to say, as we welcome back one more time. He's sitting right there, Green Bay Packers running back, Aaron Jones. Hanging out with his buddy Carson. First, a big thank you to our presenting sponsors. Superior Discount Liquor is a full-service liquor store with the area's largest selection of liquor, wine, and beer. They also take special orders on hard-to-find items with locations in Green Bay, Manitowoc, and Sheboygan. Stop in today. Also, Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. Thursdays this January at Potawatomi play the Battle Win Ball Game Show to win $5,000 in cash. To earn entries, just play your favorite games using your club card. Learn more at paysbig.com/winball. Ricardo, are you okay over there? Can you talk?
Yes, I think I have the mic thing worked out. So this is an interactive show. Is that what you want me to do?
Yes.
Okay, interactive show. So we invite your comments and questions to our live chat. That could be found online next to our video viewer. But hey, Brett, Sammy West, she's been here all year. She's monitoring that chat. Relay your comments and questions to us.
Give us a follow again on Twitter at PCBretzi, at PCRicardo, at by Samantha West, and Aaron is at Showtime, TYME_33. And please give us a like on Facebook, facebook.com/Clubhouse Live. Why not bring the Bears welcome, Matt, for Ricardo, right? Because we don't like them.
Come on.
We don't like them.
Come on.
So it's for Aaron Showtime Jones to stomp his feet all over one more time. So our co-host just completed his third NFL season, all with the Green Bay Packers. Our co-host put together one of the best offensive seasons in team history, didn't he? Our co-host solidified his status as one of the top backs in the NFL. Am I right about that? Our co-host tonight cradles the football like a baby. Did you see that? After he scored a touchdown. And our co-host, you know he's going to miss everybody here except Ricardo. That's for sure. One more time, let's give it up for Green Bay Packers running back number 33, Aaron Showtime Jones. He's got the French fries again. With all that ketchup, you love that ketchup, don't you?
Yeah, that ketchup's pretty good. I don't know, it's different.
It's different ketchup, he said. We were talking about French fries during the show last week. He was just floored by how good
It's
that
like
ketchup is.
It's sweeter to me.
Yeah.
It's like a German ketchup.
Now you can just eat whatever you want, all you can for the next, 3 or 4 months before the off-season workout program
Nah,
starts.
it doesn't work like that.
No?
No.
Got to stay in shape, get ready for 2020.
Maybe like a week.
Yeah, a week off, a cheat week.
Yeah, probably a couple days.
You know what
I don't think I could do a week, but probably a couple days.
Cheat days, have a couple brats, maybe some cheeseburgers, some pizza.
He has a Pro Bowl, though. Aren't you playing in the Pro Bowl?
Hopefully. Still waiting on that call. But
Are you
hopefully.
kidding me? They haven't. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything.
I know, it's ridiculous. He should be there.
No, I thought they had named him already. It's like, come on.
Well,
Okay.
he's an alternate, right? So
Okay,
he's just
but he
waiting,
should be,
but
okay.
Yeah. Well, let's hope that he gets his due and gets to play in the Pro Bowl. He's one of the stars of the league, for heaven's sakes. And he's definitely the star of this show. There's no doubt about that. Hey, a programming note before I get going, because I've had a lot of questions about this. Our season-ending Clubhouse Live Extravaganza edition will take place next Monday night right here at 6:30. We're giving away a ton of great prizes, including a Packers helmet signed by this season's guest. You must be present to register and win. We'll also have prizes for our online audience, so watch it live. And, I'll have prize details, all that other good stuff on Facebook.com/Clubhouse Live. But be here next Monday, right? We have a big shindig and have a good time. Who's going to be here next week? We might even give away Ricardo finally.
Yes.
Get him off the show. Usually I have my box of tissues. I forgot the box of tissues because that's tradition. We always usually shed a tear or two since this is our last show with our co-host. But how are you feeling? Yeah, you got 3 o'clock in the morning. You got back. You tired? You worn out? You said you were kind of sore.
Sore, a little sleepy, but it's all good.
It's all good. I think how many folks were at the airport? I know Amber was at the airport last night. Anybody else back here? They were at the airport. So get a little Packers love, huh? How about those fans?
I know it's nothing like it. I mean, they waited up for us to get back. That's definitely something special, even after a loss. They're still supporting us, so that meant a lot to us.
Yeah, it was great to see a crowd welcoming them back at 3:30. Ricardo, what were you doing at 3 in the morning?
I was fast asleep, my friend.
Dreaming
Fast
about that
asleep.
long ago won Super Bowl by the Chicago Bears.
85, January 26, 1986.
How many years is that now? 19.
Oh, man, you don't make me count. I went to UW Milwaukee.
34, 35 years ago already? I was a kid when that happened.
A kid?
Yes.
You were in high school.
No,
weren't
I
you?
was not in high school.
Pretty sure you were in high school.
I was like 13 years old.
Oh, yeah, you're in high school.
No, I was not in high school then. I was
Oh,
like
you're in 8th
7th
grade. Sorry. All right.
7th grade. 6th
Kinda
grade, 7th
close.
grade, whatever. Anyway, I was going to ask you, you mentioned sore, but how about overall? I mean, I was looking at your numbers, your career. So career highs, including carries and touches, 236 carries on 49 catches in the regular season, 269 total carries and 55 total receptions for a total of 324 touches this year. Those are workhorse numbers, aren't they? Played in every game. You got through it. How are you overall physically? You doing okay? Looks like you're doing okay. You handled it.
I'm hurt. I wanted to be playing in 2 weeks, so other than that, I'm good. I'm blessed. Still be walking, breathing. Everything's great. Other than that.
Other than that, you got through a season just fine. So how tough was today cleaning out the lockers, right? That's always a tough day, especially when you're on the cusp of a Super Bowl. But I think, well, maybe you can explain it. Does it make it tougher knowing that, well, you talked about it last week with your brother, the business of the NFL, you know, and it is a business this time of year because the locker room today is not going to be the locker room you see when 2020 kicks off. So that's probably the toughest part, I'm guessing.
Definitely, that's the reality of the NFL. You know, going into it, no matter what year you're in, no roster in the NFL will ever be the same. No 53-man roster, you'll never, ever see it stay the same. So that's definitely the business side of it, and just enjoying being in the locker room with all those guys, with those 53 guys for the last time, because you don't know how many people are coming back or who is and who isn't. So.
Yeah, it's always tough as Brian Gutekunst and his staff start plotting 2020, and I think they have the Senior Bowl coming up maybe to look at some college guys. But we're going to kind of breeze through this segment. Ricardo, I'll let you get the first audience question handy here. How long do you think we'll take over Ruff, and how long will the sting last? How will you get over it?
Just continue to work. That's the only way to get over it, and next year come back better and get back to it and get back to that game and just be on the opposite end of it.
Like I think Zadarius Smith said, not only will you get there, but this time finish it. So we'll talk a little bit about the experience of playing in an NFC Championship game and all that good stuff, and maybe how that can be used to build towards 2020 and beyond as well. But Ricardo, let's do your first audience question right away.
This is our friend Tracy Santos from Appleton. She has a question here for Aaron. Go ahead.
Aaron, thanks for a great season and for spending your Mondays with us. It's been a lot of fun getting to know you. What does the exit interview all consist of, and who conducts them?
So you meet with your position coach one-on-one, and then you meet with the head coach, certain players, usually select probably 15 to 20 players meet with the head coach. You also have to do a physical. You meet with the training staff, which is the weight room staff, and then the nutritionist, and then you clean out your locker room. You meet with the equipment staff as well, clear everything, and after that, you're done.
That's right. Thank you very much, Tracy.
Great question. Thank you, Tracy.
Yeah. Before we take a timeout, I had it on here. Did you go through all that stuff? You had your exit interview and all that?
Still got to finish some of it tomorrow.
Okay, interesting. And then everybody's free to go after tomorrow. Tonight's Stat Pack. Let's do it. We mentioned Showtime's touchdown record earlier in the show, but how about Devontae Adams as well, setting a new team career playoff record with another 100-yard receiving game. Adams, you can give him a round of applause for that. He had another big playoff game. Adams' 138-yard effort against the 49ers marked his fourth 100-yard playoff game, which is a new team record. How about 17? Of course, he also posted a single-game team playoff record, 160 receiving yards in last week's victory over the Seahawks. Adams was tied with Greg Jennings, Robert Brooks, and Antonio Freeman for that 100-yard record entering Sunday's game against San Francisco. However, it also should be noted that Adams has appeared in just 8 playoff games, so 4 of those have been 100-yard games. Talking about big-time players like yourself coming through in big-time games. Ricardo,
yes.
Let's give Aaron a little bit more time to munch on those fries and enjoy that ketchup and tell everybody about how the trivia works tonight.
That's right, and just a couple rules actually. We'll ask the question. If you think you know the answer, you have to raise your hand. Please don't shout it out. And if you're correct, you win what, Brett and Aaron?
Pizza and beer because his mouth is full.
Yes, I was just going to say French fries. Okay.
He's got a whole lot of fries in his mouth. Pizza and beer.
You're right. And once you win, though, you're out for the rest of the show. And sorry, live chatters, you got to be here to win. But hey, Sammy West, she's handling our online trivia contest.
And very important, you must be 21, right?
Yes,
Did we say that?
again, you got to be 21 or older. Sorry, kids. Not root beer. It's beer.
We had one issue with that earlier in the season. So I'll ask trivia question number 1. Aaron Rodgers is now the Packers' playoff record holder with 40 career touchdown passes. Who had held that record? You point over here. What are we looking at? Way in the back there? Okay, she gets the bell. Brett Favre.
That's Tracy.
I kind of regretted pointing at her when I saw that Vikings hat back there.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, are you really seriously pointing to that goofball? Yeah, she will not share, and nor should she share. Brett Favre. Favre tallied 39 career playoff TD passes, but Rodgers surpassed the mark during Sunday's game against San Francisco with a pair of touchdown tosses. By the way, Rodgers' 40 touchdown passes in the playoffs. That's tied with Peyton Manning for the fourth most in NFL history. How about number 12? And you know he's going to break that mark, or keep moving up the ladder, I should say. All right, let's talk a little bit about the game and what happened yesterday. I know you don't want to do it, but we got to do it a little bit, kind of closure, right? Close the book on everything. But a Facebook questioner, because we always solicit those Facebook questions, but pretty much simply said, ask Aaron what happened. I guess I'll ask you what happened.
Football.
Yeah, good answer.
I mean, I don't know how to put it. They outplayed us. They put more points up at the end of the game, and that's how you win a football game. But I don't know. They just outplayed us. They executed more than we did, and just got it going too late. I feel like if we would have played how we did in the second half, it would have been a different game.
Somehow got to get those California teams to Lambeau Field, right? No more California trips.
Definitely got to get them to Lambeau. I feel like it would have been a little bit different in the frozen tundra.
Oh, yeah, a little bit cool, especially a 5:40 kickoff maybe, a little bit chilly. We'll see. That's for next season. But two things that I know you guys always talk about, starting fast and winning the ball, right, taking care of the ball. Didn't start fast. I know you had like three straight punts, or 4 punts and a interception and a fumble, I think, in your six offensive possessions.
I beg to differ. I think we started fast. The defense came out.
Okay.
First possession, we kicked it off to them and
Got the 3 and out.
3 and out. Stopped them on 3rd and 1. I think that was huge momentum for us, and so I think we did start fast from a sense.
From that sense. Yeah, I guess I meant like scoring touchdowns right away, getting some points on the board, that sort of thing. But then the plus losing the turnover battle too. That's always tough in an NFC title game when you're -3 in that. They didn't turn over. You had 3 turnovers always, especially when you're facing an uphill climb.
Oh, definitely. I say it every week. You ask me what the key to victory is, and I say the ball, protecting it and taking it away. And at the end of the day, that's the most important thing on the field. That's what matters. So if you protect the ball, you'll be in good situations.
So you're down 27-0 at half, and all of a sudden it's like, what the heck happened? So how do you keep from being shell-shocked, and how do you keep the fight? How do you keep the faith? How do you just not say, man, it's not our day? Because you did make it an interesting game. You were within 2 scores at one point, and you've seen enough football. And weird things can happen sometimes.
Definitely. I mean, we just keep fighting, and we've been faced with adversity all year. So we all looked each other in the eyes and said, hey, it's only 30 minutes left. Go out there, empty the tank, leave it all you got, and we'll see where we're at the end when it hits 0. So,
yeah, I think you were quoted. You asked the guys to empty the tank, and if we win, we win. If we don't, we don't. But at least you do it, emptying the tank.
You go out swinging. That's the only way I know how to. So,
Matt LaFleur called you a bunch of fighters in the way you battled back, despite being down 27-0. So then, interesting question. Niners running back Raheem Mostert, 220 yards, a team playoff rushing record, 4 touchdowns, 7.6 yards per carry. I don't know if you guys saw this, but he became the first player in NFL history with at least 200 rushing yards and at least 4 rushing touchdowns in a single playoff game. But as much as it stinks to watch an opponent do that, you're a running back. You must be able to at least appreciate what the guy was able to accomplish.
Oh, yeah. He had himself a day. I looked up at the stats halfway through, and I'm like, man, those are video game numbers. Like, I wish those were my numbers. So, no, congratulations to him. And that's big time, his story. He has a great story. His story is pretty much like never giving up. He's been cut 6 times and just stuck with it, and he's here now. So, congrats to him.
Yeah, found a home in San Francisco for sure. So the 49ers, and you're hearing this last night, they're the gold standard, right, Ricardo, supposedly, of the NFC now.
They're
They're
tough team.
Fast on both sides of the ball, all 3 phases. So I'll ask you, from your viewpoint, what's it going to take to close the gap?
Just got to continue to execute on offense, defense, stop the run. I mean, I feel like we were moving the ball at certain points throughout the game. They really didn't stop our run game. Just got to continue to keep it going.
Yeah, the run game was looking good. This guy had a nice game yesterday, didn't he? He looked good out there. Well, let's go over the accolades one more time for yourself. A career-high 1,084 yards. Again, that's during the regular season. 1,558 total yards during the regular season. Also tied for the league lead in rushing touchdowns with 16 and total touchdowns with 19. Add in the playoffs, and this guy rushed for 1,202 yards and finished with 1,707 total yards. How about that? And a team record, 23 touchdowns. Video game numbers there. So why did it all just come together? Why did it click for you? I'm sure you'll have more time to reflect on it, look back, but it just worked. It seemed like it just was a perfect fit.
I would say opportunity, scheme, and just becoming a veteran of the game. You get used to playing in games. You get used to the game, the speed of the game. The game slows down for you, and then just having the opportunity, more chances to get the ball in my hands. I think last year, I don't know how many carries I had, but I think it was doubled this year. So and the amount of touches was probably tripled. So just the opportunity, and then the scheme, just finding ways to get you the ball in different ways, whether it be out of the backfield, running the ball on tosses inside zone, or splitting me out wide, bringing me in motion, tossing it to me, or having me go deep. So just doing different things and being versatile.
And think of the exciting thing. It's only going to get better, right? It's only going to
grow. It's only up from here.
Yeah, there's more to add to this this whole offensive scheme. But did you surpass your own expectations?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, you set your goals high, but so some goals I did meet most of my goals, but I felt like there's still a little bit left out there for me.
Okay. Yeah, you can bring that up while I ask Aaron another question then. So in what ways...
Thank you.
And that looks pretty good, by the way. I'm pretty thirsty
That's
myself.
pretty good.
But don't worry. We don't have to share. That's
Oh,
fine.
I won't.
We are side buddies after all.
You got cooties, though,
I
bud.
know. I'm a germaphobe.
Yeah, germs.
He took a sip. Now I don't want it anymore. So, but in what ways do you want to get better?
I mean, just taking those little 5-yard carries or 8-yard carries and turning them to like 16-yard carries, or the home run carries. Just getting better in the open field, expanding my route tree, and just honing in on all my craft.
Looking forward to that. I mean, that's gonna be.
I am.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like when you go home for the off season, you start training. It's really preparing your body for the long season to stay healthy. So I am looking forward to that. Build my body back up.
Well, you mentioned as a perfect segue. That's the next thing on the script here. The next item is off-season workout plans. Now, you mentioned last week with your brother Alvin Jr. being up here that you're going to work out with him. It sounds like, right? Back at home. So, does he have some specific things that he's targeting? How's that all going to shake out?
We always work out together, but it was just we pretty much go in there and we were our own trainers, do whatever we wanted. But he's kind of took it upon himself to focus in on some stuff, and he's watched enough games to kind of know what I need to work on and focus on. And he's a linebacker, so he knows different things, and he's strong. He's been in the weight room before, so he knows what he's doing.
How long would it take Alvin Jr. to turn me into an elite athlete?
I think you're past your prime.
No, I'm not past my prime. I'm not past my prime. I'm in my prime. I mean, come on, look at me. Right, Ricardo?
Again, I've said this many times. You have the incredible physique of an aging pro golfer.
No. No, I think I can. I think Alvin Jr. could turn me into a menace out there on the field. Before I kick it over to Sammy, she's waving me down.
You can have the body, but you got to have the mentality.
Yeah, I don't want to get hit. I don't want to get hit or anything.
Oh, see, you're no good then.
Let's play. How about he could turn me into an elite basketball player? I mean, I can already shoot like an elite basketball player.
It's physical out there as well.
Oh, I can be physical on the basketball court. Should we try?
We can. I'm up for it.
Well, I don't want to play basketball against you because I don't want to, hurt myself. Yeah. Thank you. But we can shoot. Definitely shoot. One more thing before I go over to Sammy. But you're in the NFC Championship game. But how close do you truly feel that you guys are really to being a Super Bowl champion, an NFL champion? How?
2 quarters.
Okay.
Like I said, if we play the way we did in the second half, we play the way we did in the second half and the first half, I feel like it's a different game. I generally do. Just turning over the ball in the first half is kind of what killed us. So second half, we corrected those mistakes and drove down the ball.
Made it a game, didn't you? All right, Sammy, you're waving me down, so what's going on online?
Yeah, well, we've got quite a crowd despite, how disappointing last night was. But we've got 24 states.
Yikes.
Disappointing because I was sad, not disappointing in you.
Did you say 24 states?
Yes,
Let me
I
just
did.
enjoy my cocktail here while you talk. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, so we've
Thank
got Wisconsin, Minnesota, Tennessee, South Dakota, Iowa, North Carolina, New Hampshire, New Jersey, Florida, New York, Nevada, Illinois, Colorado, Texas, Ohio, Delaware, Washington State, California, Connecticut, Oregon, Indiana, Georgia, Idaho, and South Carolina.
Wow. That's pretty much the whole country.
So I would say that's a pretty great way to end this season for us.
Just remember, the extravaganza show's next week, and online folks can win prizes too. So they'll have to keep watching.
Yes. So hope you all come back. But I've got a question for Aaron that I don't think you've answered this season. But Michelle on Facebook was wondering, what would you be doing if you weren't playing football? Like, what would be your dream job?
Man, basketball. I'd be in the NBA, making a little bit more money, so that's always better.
Yeah.
Like
do
you
make a
said,
lot of
not
money
get-
there.
Not getting hit as much. Yeah, that would be a great job to have. Maybe even baseball. They make even more money. So
So sports. Sports all the way.
sports, yeah, it'd probably definitely be some sports.
They
Cool.
do make some crazy money, certainly in the NBA. I saw you at the Bucks game. I saw you were at the Bucks game on Tuesday night. I was there Thursday night, and yeah, we say you're not going to get hit, but it's still a physical game when it comes to the NBA. There's some big bodies out there as well.
It definitely is. I got the chance to sit courtside for the first time, and I've been to Bucks games before, and you don't realize how physical it is until you're up that close. Like TV doesn't do it justice. Like those guys are down there banging. Like Giannis gets fouled so much and it doesn't get called.
know.
So I was amazed.
You see Giannis and Ilyasova banging around a little bit, and Brook Lopez, and you also notice too that how much faster it is when you're in person when you see these guys flying up and down the court.
Oh, it definitely is faster, and those guys, I told them, are like another level of tall. Like I get in the huddle, I stand next to Jimmy or Bach, and those are tall guys, but then you turn to the NBA, and these are like another level of
Yeah.
tall. They're like 6'8", 7 foot. And
Yeah.
I'm like, dang, I thought these guys in the huddle were tall. So it's
Amazing.
pretty cool to see.
So the Greek freakish athletes, no doubt about it. A few more things, and then it is time for our social media question of the night. But I know it stings now. I mean, we're having a good time, but I know it stung because you wanted to get to the Super Bowl, obviously, and take on the Kansas City Chiefs. But can you really appreciate what the heck, what you guys accomplished? You have 14 wins. I mean, let's be honest. A lot of folks didn't expect this type of a run. You're in year one of a new program, new coach, new everything. I mean, you got to be very appreciative of what you were able to do out there.
Definitely am. This is a great season for us, a positive. Got back into the playoffs, NFC Championship. So we're on the right trend, right where we want to be. We have the right guys in the locker room. And like I said, we feel like it's only up from here. We got something special going on, and we're just excited for things to come.
Yeah, it's a good, again, I think you had a copy of my script or something. I'm not sure how you know all this stuff, but Devontae Adams afterwards did say, we have all the pieces in here. The players, the coaching, the right attitude, everybody has a sour taste in their mouth, but maybe we can use this as fuel going forward in the next year. So obviously, you do agree all the key pieces, the importance, the foundation is there now, isn't it?
It definitely is. I mean, I would say we're a super young team, and so we have guys who've gotten this experience, this playoff experience, and what it's like to play in these big games and key moments. So next year when we're there, it's like we're not getting those questions. Oh, it's your first time in the playoffs. How does it feel? It's like we've been here. We know what we're doing. So
I was going to ask too, and I'll circle back, but again, experience, that is important. Now you know what the playoffs feel like, and now you know what a championship game feels like. None of this is going to be new anymore, is it? That's huge for a young team.
none of it's going to be new, but to be honest with you, it still felt like a game to me. Fans were more into it. Everything was just a little bit more amped up, but it just felt like a game. But you're right. We guys will know how it feels to be in those situations and what those games are like.
So going back to what Devontae Adams said, how do you use yesterday as fuel? How do you use it moving forward? Now, there were some Facebook commenters, I guess I didn't notice it, but they're asking that, were you on the field watching the celebration, the Niners celebrating, or is that a source of motivation for you personally?
I did watch it for a little bit. I've never seen it personally, so kind of wanted to just take that in. I thought we were going to be on the other end of it, getting the hat and T-shirts, so got to see them put on their hat and T-shirts and start to bring down a little confetti, and then I went inside. So just take that in and remember the feeling to let that fuel me, and whenever I don't want to work out, or if I don't want to eat right, or if I don't want to do something, let that fuel me, because I definitely didn't like that feeling. So
Maybe have some green and gold confetti at Lambeau Field next year in the NFC Championship, right? That'd be kind of, as long as it doesn't freeze on the way down. It's like 30 below. You see individually, when individuals like yourself, and I'm sure you can relate, when you went from your rookie season to year 2, there's a big jump. I'm wondering, what do you expect from year 1 of Matt LaFleur's program to year 2 now that everything's in place? You expecting a big jump as a team, offensively?
With Coach LaFleur, I don't even know what to expect. I know it's going to be a lot of new stuff, a lot of fun stuff now that we've got most of it down. We're all comfortable in his offense, so now it's time to expand the packages and expand upon everything that we've done. So
That's going to be exciting. I think people sometimes forget about that. This was year 1. I mean, this is a brand new offense, a new scheme, and in what you were able to do, it just stands to reason that Brian Gutekunst put some more pieces out there, more wrinkles offensively in the offseason, and it is going to be exciting to see what these guys can do. A couple more things, and then it's time for Sammy again, but what are some memories? What are some of the memories that you will have of this season? And I'm sure it's probably stuff that happened off the field.
I mean, there's so many memories. I mean, 1 in 14 games, that's special in this NFL. That's hard to do. Just like you said, memories off the field with your teammates, just from Thanksgiving to Christmas to team parties, so many things that we've done together, from OTAs. Feels like it was just yesterday, but it's almost been a full year. So just enjoying the times with them.
And finally, how should we all remember the 2019 Green Bay Packers?
Oof. Man, that's a tough question.
Yeah, I finally got a tough question in. It took until now, but I finally did it.
It's a tough question because I feel like there's so many things that can describe us, but I would say just determined. We never took no for an answer. Even this past game, we were down, what was it, at halftime?
27 zip.
27 zip. Most teams would lay down, and we didn't take that as an answer. We kept fighting, and so that's what I would say.
All right. How about Aaron Jones tonight hanging out with us? By the way, did you see?
Why do you have 2 umbrellas?
I got some umbrellas in my glass. You don't have those in your glass. And why did it take so long for me to get one of these delicious lemonades? I mean, this is really good.
So you have umbrellas on your lemonade?
I didn't ask for them. They just gave them to me.
I think you asked for that.
No, I didn't ask for that. I did not ask for
It's very pretty, Brett.
Stop it.
I think I've been on this show every week and get a strawberry lemonade. So I think Carson does too. Doesn't come like that.
No, I guess they just thought they'd kind of pamper me a little bit is what they're doing.
He asked for it.
Looks
did.
looks
Yeah,
pretty
Don't
good.
let him fool you guys.
Yeah. All right, Sammy, help us out, bail us out, would you please? You have our social media question of the night.
I do, but now I just can't stop thinking about that lemonade. So
It's good.
I might
It's
have
very
to get
good.
one. Maybe I'll get some umbrellas in mine too. Well, I also just want to add, we have 3 more states that are here.
Wow.
So 27, Maryland, Arizona, and Pennsylvania also tuning in. And a lot of them didn't have questions. They just wanted to thank Aaron for an incredible season on the show and for letting us get to know you and your family more. So there
Very
were a lot
nice.
of people saying that.
Yeah,
so.
thanks. Big fan of the state of Arizona, by the way. Been there a number of times and looking forward to maybe going back there in the spring when it's like, we usually get, 2 feet of snow in April, so that might be a good time to go down there.
Yeah, yeah. Well, back to the
Back to
social
the
media
show.
question of
Yes.
the night. Bob Becker on Facebook wants to know, what's one non-football related event or activity that you're looking forward to the most in the off season?
My son's birth.
Yes.
That's a good answer.
That's going to be busy.
That was easy.
That was an easy question. Yeah, Bob. We know Bob very well. What does Bob win for having that easy question answered?
Well, for having his question selected, Bob wins a signed photo of Aaron Jones. Each week, we'll ask you to submit a question for our upcoming guest that we'll ask live during Monday's show. Look for it on facebook.com/clubhouselive.
Yes, the birth of young, maybe Aaron Jr.
Maybe.
Yes. Will you
Young
let it-
Ricardo. Yeah.
What does
Maybe
does
not.
Ricardo mean again?
Richard.
No, the meaning of Ricardo?
Yeah, it's Richard in
Yeah, but I
English.
thought it had like
Oh, the lion. Richard the Lion-Hearted. That's from
Oh, yeah.
Old English, yeah.
Brett, do you ever know what Brett means? Big, bold, and beautiful. That's what the name
What?
Brett means. Yeah, it's true.
Are you serious?
It's true.
I okay. I
Big,
didn't-
bold, and beautiful.
I did not know that. Okay. Sure thing, Bretsy.
Yeah. It's time for another timeout, Ricardo, and you're asking trivia question number
Yeah,
2.
and I'll tell you what, this is a great question you have here, Brett.
Thank
So
you.
everyone watch out, or everyone listen please close, and Brett and Aaron, you guys look out here. The most times the Packers have played against one team in the playoffs is 8. San Francisco is one of those opponents. Name one of the other 2 teams on this list.
We're going right here with Mino Bino. Yes, he got one. Got it
Yes.
right. Dallas Cowboys is one of those 2 teams. Also, the New York Giants.
The New York Football Giants.
So the Packers, Niners, Packers, Cowboys, Packers, Giants have all met 8 times in postseason play. How about that? All right, we need Joe Rosie. How about some music? Because it is time for our final Clubhouse Live challenge of the season. Come on up, Joe. Now, that is not a Dallas Cowboys star. He is a Packer fan. He's giving Aaron a hug.
You missed the foot wipe. He wiped his feet. You missed
Oh,
it.
did you? Yeah, all right. Yeah, he didn't like the Bears either, Ricardo. So there you go. So, okay, Joe, we're going to do another 6-pack. Remember last week's 6-pack where I asked you 6 questions. They each pertain to the Green Bay Packers. You have, Joe, why don't you come over here there, direct me so you can get on camera a little bit better. Oh, yeah, you want? I'll shake your hand. Just don't hug me or anything. Stay away from me. No. If you hug me, you were disqualified from this game. And you don't want to go away with these prizes. What is my first thing here? Do I have the Packers cap?
Yeah,
Look at this.
there we
Joe
go.
could
Now
win
that's
a Packers
nice.
cap. That's pretty cool. Also, Joe could win a signed photo of Aaron Jones.
Very nice.
He could win another USA Today Network
Yes.
Wisconsin ice scraper.
Just trying to empty the boxes, aren't
Do you have
we?
one of these for your car?
No, I actually needed one of those the other day, so I was thinking about that. I'm like, man, I could have used that.
Yes,
Yep.
we should have. If I'd have known that, maybe we
I
could
had to
mail
get out
you
and
one.
use my sleeve really quick.
You won't need it when you're back in El Paso, though. I'm guessing.
Definitely won't.
And then a USA Today Network Wisconsin. I always call it a hot chocolate mug because I'm not a coffee drinker. So those are the prizes, Joe. And this is, again, a 6-pack where I'm going to ask Aaron 6 questions, again, about the Green Bay Packers. If you're able to answer those within the 60-second time frame, you win the prizes. If you don't, our contestant will have to scratch Ricardo's back. That is what happens.
Thank God you said
Yeah.
back.
With
He'll
the
yeah,
ice scraper.
With the ice scraper. He can scratch your back with the ice scraper. If at any point, Aaron, you're stuck on a question, you can pass and we'll come back to it. Ricardo, you're going to keep track of the time again? Now, again, don't start the clock until I answer or ask the first question in its entirety. Okay, here we go. Question number 1. Whose single-season touchdown record did you surpass?
Come on, great.
Yes, this running back was your guest when you made your Clubhouse Live debut.
Dexter
Hint.
Williams.
Yes. What is the nickname of the city of Green Bay? Hint, think titles.
Titletown.
Yes, the statues of these 2 NFL giants stand guard outside Lambeau Field.
Vince Lombardi and Curly Lambeau.
Yes, Zadarius Smith recently paid tribute to this Packers great by wearing
Reggie
his...
White.
Yes, last one. Your training camp practices take place on a field named after this legendary Packers linebacker and Pro Football Hall of Famer.
Ray Nitschke.
Yes, Ricardo, did he do it?
I'm glad they
Yes,
said that.
with
'cause I was
20
about to
plus seconds to spare.
Oh, I got to go drop down
Yeah,
on
you
the
did.
time a little
Hinkle.
bit. We're
I
going
was
to say
about
what?
to say Hinkle.
Well, Clark Hinkle's the other one on Oneida
the-
Street.
Yeah, the
one that's
front
getting,
one.
yeah, the
front
one that's getting redone, right? I
Yes.
think they're ripping it up right now. But
I
Ray
know, they
Nitschke,
just say practice. I go out there. So.
yeah, well, you're going on this field. Ray Nitschke's the one with the seating, the stands on that side. So, hey, yeah, Rosie, how about some championship music? Because Joe, you don't have to scratch his back. You said you get to wear this cool Packers hat. You get to take home this cool Packers signed photo by Aaron Jones, this cool USA Today Network Wisconsin ice scraper, and a USA Today Network Wisconsin mug. How about a big round of applause for Joe? And Aaron Jones making it look easy.
Hey, and he gave him the scraper.
He got one.
And now that the contest is over, I think you should give him a hug. He
No.
can't disqualify you.
Yes, go ahead, give him a hug.
No,
Yes.
no,
Hug,
no, no,
Yeah.
no. That was not a hug. I had my arm out there.
It's Aaron's show, Brett.
By the way, Joe, much bigger than me, but did you see how I was able to ward him off? A lot of strength, upper body
You
strength.
should be in the
It's that
paint in the
sharp
NBA.
elbow.
I am, yeah. That's from playing basketball. You get those elbows out there a little bit. Whew. All right, we got through that. Nice job, by the way, with your six-pack. You know
you.
the Packers.
Thank you, guys.
I wasn't sure if you would remember Dexter Williams as your first guest, so
Well, you said running back, so
you remembered.
first. I only had 2 on here. So.
Process of elimination. All right, Ricardo, audience question number 2. You're
Yeah.
up.
This is our friend, as you know, Wendy. And Wendy, your question for Aaron?
Well, first, thank you, Aaron, for a great season.
Thank you.
My question is, will you be back as Brett's side bunny next year for Clubhouse Live?
Ah, there we go. That's a question.
Side buddy.
Nothing like putting Aaron on the spot, huh?
I'm not sure yet. Definitely thinking about it. So definitely love being here and enjoyed everybody here and seeing so many faces week after week, and it did a lot for me. So I really appreciate that, and definitely thinking about coming back.
I didn't ask that, so.
And guess, Aaron, by the way, I'll come back too.
On that way, that's probably the deal breaker right there. Thank you, Wendy. Appreciate
Thank
that.
you, Wendy.
We used to ask on the last show the co-host that, and I felt like bad about putting him on the spot. So, Wendy,
Wendy
thank you
did
for
it
asking
for us.
that
She
for
took
me,
it for us.
doing the dirty work. All right, a few more
You
things. and
found
then-
her in the hallway?
Yeah, Wendy, I got a question. Please ask Aaron if he's going to come back on the show. Please. A few more things, and we're going to wind down for the 2019 season for us, at least together, you and me. Side buddies, right? Aaron Rodgers said after the game that football was fun for him again. How did Matt LaFleur, in your opinion, make it fun? Why was it such a fun locker room and everybody had such a fun time with each other? Why do you suppose that was?
You can go be yourself. I mean, if you're a little kid, you can go be a little kid out there. If you really can be whoever you want to be. I mean, you see so many personalities come to life. See guys out there dancing. You even see A-Rod out there dancing now. We're trying to get him to dance, but I mean, you see guys wearing shirts, or Zadarius, he pulled down his shirt where it says snub, and you got guys who are able to express themselves, and when you have that, it's a great feeling.
Yeah, and of course having some larger-than-life characters like Zadarius Smith definitely brings life to the locker room as well. It was you guys were fun to watch. I think we can all agree with that, right? Seemed like a bunch of good guys. Also, Aaron Rodgers mentioned how this was a player-led team. Why is that so important? Because he kind of mentioned that a few times, that how that's important for success, that let the players do the leading.
Definitely. Seen him. This is my 3rd year, so this is really my first year seeing player-led, and if the players have a problem, they're going to address it. So, I mean, whether it be with the coaches or another player, and it's your group of leaders. So, respect the guys in the locker room who have earned it, and usually when those guys have something to say to you, you respect what they have to say to you, and they're coming at you. They're coming to you for a reason. So, I feel like those guys did it, and they're big key part to what we did.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 14 wins definitely played a role. Well, we talked about yesterday kind of what went wrong, but let's give credit where credit is due. San Francisco, they're just a really good team too, aren't they? I mean, they're building something very formidable as well. So I'm just curious. You've played San Francisco. and you played the Kansas City Chiefs. How do you see that Super Bowl playing out? What are your thoughts on that big matchup?
I think it'll be a good game. A lot of weapons across the field. A good offense going up against a good defense, and then you have vice versa. So I feel like it's going to be a really good game. Just looking to see a lot of points, a lot of celebrations, and just a good game.
Yeah, it should be a very interesting game. Great offense against a great defense, and should be very interesting to see how it all plays out. Last question I have for you, Aaron, before we start winding things down, but how much are you going to miss me on Monday nights? How much are you going to look at me when you answer this question?
I thought you said you stopped asking questions.
Well, I decided I want to hear more about Clubhouse Live. What are you going to do on your Monday?
So much, Ricardo.
Whoa, no.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
No. He says that with sarcasm.
And by the way, we got a comment from online saying that Brettsy could be a potential name for your boy, or if you have one.
Oh no.
Brettsy.
No. Oh no.
Brettsy Jones. Yes, that sounds really good. But what are you going to do? How are you going to spend? You're going to miss us, right? How are you going to spend your Monday nights?
I am going to miss you guys. Man, I don't even know what I'm going to be doing next Monday. It's kind of weird.
Should I text you and say what you doing?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. No, I won't do that.
If I don't text back, I'm probably asleep. I'll probably
I don't need
definitely plan on catching up on some sleep, sleeping in. So
yeah,
I'm excited about that.
I don't need a restraining order showing up at my desk or at my house, so I will not do that. But how about another big round of applause for Showtime here tonight and this season? And by the way, good luck with the birth of your son, and I hope mother is healthy too through that. And man, have fun changing those diapers in come April, because life's going to be different, but it's going to be a fun difference. So right, he's going to be a good dad.
And let me tell you, can I say something real quick as a father? And there's a lot of parents here. Don't be weirded out the first couple days with the jet black poop. Like I was. Everyone knows what I'm talking about?
Jet black.
You'll see. You'll see what I'm talking about. The first couple days, you're going to be like, what in the world is that? But yes.
Thank you for the advice.
Yeah. Don't be weirded out. I was horrified.
I probably would have called my mom, like, Mom, what's this?
What is this? Yep.
Thank you.
I don't think we've ever used the phrase jet black poop
Well, it is.
on the show before.
I was scared. I don't know what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, let's move on. Of course, I think you're right. I do remember those days. They're long ago now, but we don't need to talk about jet black poop. What we need to do is talk trivia question number 3. I'll ask it. How many hugs did Showtime give me this season?
Oh.
How many hugs? Does anybody know? How many?
Not enough.
No, I'll answer it. Too many. Too many hugs. Nobody wins the pizza and beer tonight. Way too many hugs. That's right. That's trivia question number 3.
I was about to say, I can't put a number on that.
Yeah, too many hugs.
I say one more, right?
No, we don't. I don't like it. I said too many hugs.
Yeah, too many plus one.
Sweaty, red, anxiety.
He's
some
getting
sort
better at taking hugs, though. He didn't fight that one, so he's getting better.
Yes.
I figured it's just easier just to hurry up, you get done with it, and then get off of me. So, all right. Normally, Ricardo, we go up north, but there is no Packer game to preview, thankfully, because me and Gene was about ready to rip your face off.
I mean, Gene.
What we will do is you and I will give our Super Bowl predictions during next week's
show.
extravaganza show. Our season-ending prize giveaway. So, Packers News app, Ricardo.
That's right, with exclusive commentary, insider analysis, and award-winning photos and videos from USA Today Network, Wisconsin's Packers coverage team. The Packers News app is your one-stop shop for complete coverage of the Green Bay Packers. This app is available for iPhone and Android users only.
Special thank you again to our sponsors, Superior Discount Liquors. Check them out in Green Bay, Manitowoc, and Sheboygan, or find them online at superiordiscountliquors.com. Potawatomi Hotel and Casino, again, Thursdays in January. Battle for $5,000 in cash in Potawatomi's Battle Win Ball Game Show. Earn entries by playing with your club card all month. Learn more at paysbig.com/winball. Mayfield Sports Marketing, a leading Wisconsin sports marketing agency and speaker bureau. Escort Limousine Service, the preferred limousine service of the Green Bay Packers, and, of course, the good people here at the Red Lion Hotel, Paper Valley. Again, a reminder about next week. 6:30 is our extravaganza edition, our season-ending show. I know you'll be tuning in from El Paso probably, trying to win some online prizes. But we are giving away a ton of great prizes, including Packers
It might
helmet.
say New Mexico on there.
Oh, New Mexico?
They'll probably say New Mexico.
Okay.
'Cause we're right there on the border, so.
Yeah, it might. Okay. Well, we'll make sure that somebody out there wins some prizes. Maybe you'll win a signed photo of yourself.
That'd be cool.
That'd be kind of neat, huh? Again, you must be present to register and win in-house, and Sammy will be monitoring our online prize giveaway as well. And again, facebook.com/Clubhouse Live for complete prize listing and details. So definitely be here. It's our way to say of saying thank you to a fantastic season. Unfortunately, the end has come with Showtime. It is his final word of the season. It's all yours.
I won't be here next Monday, so I wanted to tell my guy Carson happy birthday.
There we go.
I also want to thank everybody for coming out every Monday. It means a lot to me. Seeing so many faces and knowing that I have you guys' support and continued support means a lot to me. It just makes me go that much harder on the field. So all the logos and the hoodies, I definitely appreciate that, and just ask you guys to please continue to support the brand. And I love all you guys, and go Pack Go. And next year will be a great one.
And on behalf of the Clubhouse Live crew, we all say thank you, Aaron. It's been great getting to know you. Say hello again, and thanks to your mother and father and your brother and all of your family and your girlfriend. And it was just a great season. So thanks for spending your Monday nights with us.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. All right, so for Showtime, Ricardo, Sammy, and the rest of the Clubhouse Live crew, I'm Brett Christopherson, PC Brettsy, signing off. Be here next Monday at 6:30 for our extravaganza edition as we celebrate a fantastic 2019 season. In the meantime, Mean Gene, it's your turn. Take it away.